20-year-old Filipino tennis star Alexandra Eala has sent Melbourne Park crowds into an absolute frenzy.
She's got a lot of global stardom to her. She's had some incredible results and she's beaten players like Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek, so she's the real deal. Already top.
With the same mentality as every match, same mentality as today. She's a big player, so yeah. I have to be ready for what she's gonna bring out and trust that I will prepare well.
Yeah, but you haven't, you've beaten her before, so that's really gonna help boost your confidence na kahit defending champion siya dito, world number 2 na kaya mo mag-repeat, di ba? Pero every game na is different.
Yeah, I would say every game is different. And just because I beat her last time, it's not like, oh.
The waiting area at the airport is quiet at this hour. Too quiet for someone whose entire career feels like it's balancing on the edge of a coin flip. Alex sits near the gate, her racket bag leaned against the leg of a plastic chair, headphones around her neck, but no music playing. She's not really here, not mentally. She's already 10,000 feet above the Atlantic, chasing a version of herself that hasn't shown up in weeks. In a few hours, the plane lifts off from Germany. By the time it touches down in Madrid, everything changes. Not because the city is magical, but because clay is honest. It doesn't lie to you. It doesn't hand out free points. And for a player like Alex, left-handed, topspin heavy, built for long rallies and longer fights, this surface could either save her season or expose every crack in it. There's no in-between. She needs this. Not in the casual way fans say it before a tournament. She actually needs it. The kind of need that sits heavy in your chest during takeoff, that makes you stare at the clouds and quietly wonder if you've been doing something wrong all along. Because the road has been tough lately. Brutal, even. A few early exits on the European swing have a way of making you forget the wins that came before. And there were wins, real ones, the kind that pushed her into the top 30 earlier this year. A milestone that felt like proof she belonged. But tennis doesn't care about proof. Tennis only cares about what you did last Tuesday. And last Tuesday wasn't kind. So here she is, waiting for a flight to Madrid, while an entire nation scrolls through their phones, refreshing draws, checking highlights, whispering the same quiet hope. Maybe this is the week. Maybe she surprises everyone again. That's the thing about Alex. She's done it before. Just when people start writing the narrative, she flips the script. But this time feels different. This time the doubt isn't just coming from outside. It's coming from the calendar itself. The Madrid Open isn't just another stop on the tour. It's a WTA 1000 event, which means the best players in the world show up ready. No coasting. No easy first rounds. Every match is a war. And for Alex, this tournament isn't about points or prize money. It's about momentum, the kind you can't fake, the kind you have to earn rally by rally, drop shot by drop shot, until your lungs burn and your legs finally remember what they're capable of. Madrid plays tricks on you, though. The altitude changes everything. Because the city sits high above sea level, the air is thinner. That means the ball flies faster, sharper. It doesn't sit up like it does in Rome or Paris. You have to adjust. You have to trust your timing when your brain is still screaming that the ball should be moving slower. For most players, that's a problem. For a left-hander with heavy topspin, it could be an advantage. If Alex can control the depth of her ground strokes, if she can use that spin to push opponents behind the baseline, then the altitude becomes her weapon, not her enemy. That's the math she's running through her head right now, somewhere between boarding announcements and the hum of fluorescent lights. Can she find that range early? Can she trust her rally tolerance when the points stretch past 10, 15, 20 shots? Clay demands patience, not the fake kind you talk about in interviews, the real kind, the kind that hurts. And then there's her movement. Defensive sliding on clay is an art, and Alex has spent years learning it. Years at the Rafa Nadal Academy, grinding on Spanish red dirt until the footwork became instinct. Spain is practically a second home to her now. The courts, the rhythm, the way the sun sits low in the evening sky during practice sessions, she knows all of it. That familiarity won't win matches by itself, but it takes the edge off. It lets her breathe when others are still figuring out where to stand. Every small comfort matters when you're trying to rebuild confidence from the ground up. Let's be honest about what she's walking into, though. The field is stacked. Aryna Sabalenka is hitting through everyone. Coco Gauff is defending like a wall that somehow also attacks. Elena Rybakina serves so cleanly, it almost looks unfair. These aren't players you hope to beat. These are players you have to outlast, outthink, and outfight. But tennis has a beautiful, cruel randomness to it. A player coming off a losing streak can suddenly find a rhythm in a big event, and nobody can explain why. It just happens. A draw opens up. A top seed has an off day. A break point goes your way instead of theirs. And suddenly the narrative flips. That's what Alex is chasing. Not a trophy necessarily. Not yet. She's chasing that first win. Because in a WTA 1000 tournament, the first match is the hardest. It's the one where your nerves are loudest, where your legs feel heavy, where every missed shot echoes twice as long. But if she gets through that, if she wins her opener, something shifts. Confidence doesn't come back all at once. It trickles in. A clean winner here, a tough hold there, a comeback from 0 to 30 that reminds you who you are. And once that starts, momentum becomes real. You can see it in a player's body language. The shoulders drop, the breathing steadies. The eyes stop searching for reassurance and start hunting for opportunities. The truth is, nobody expects Alex to win Madrid. That's not the point. The point is growth, long-term, steady, sometimes invisible growth. Every match at this level is a classroom. You learn from Sabalenka's power. You study how Gauff constructs points. You feel what it's like to hold serve against Rybakina when the crowd is silent and your heart is pounding. Those lessons stack. They become part of your game, even if the scoreboard doesn't show it right away. And for a player like Alex, who's still climbing, still proving, still reminding people that the Philippines has a star on the tour, those lessons are gold. But let's not pretend emotion isn't part of it. Back home, people are waking up early to watch. They're canceling plans, moving meetings, huddling around phone screens in jeepneys and living rooms. Not because they expect a fairy tale every week, but because Alex gave them something rare, a reason to believe that success isn't always a straight line. Sometimes it's a detour through Germany, a long flight to Spain, a few early exits that feel like failures until they don't. Sometimes the breakthrough comes after the heartbreak. That's the story sports fans actually connect with. Not the perfect season, the human one, the one where you lose, you learn, you get back on the plane, and you try again. So when the boarding call finally comes, Alex stands up. She slings her racket bag over one shoulder. She takes a breath that isn't nervous or confident. It's just real. And she walks toward the gate. In a few hours, Madrid. In a few days, the first match. And maybe, just maybe, the tennis world will watch another breakthrough performance from the Filipina star. Not because it was guaranteed, but because she showed up anyway. Even when the road was tough. Even when nobody was sure. That's what makes her dangerous. Not the rankings. Not the highlights. The willingness to keep walking toward the unknown. One rally at a time. The plane climbs into the night sky, and somewhere over the Atlantic, the lights of Europe fade behind her. Alex closes her eyes, but sleep doesn't come. Instead, her mind replays the last few weeks on a loop. The early exits, the close losses, the moments where she felt 1 or 2 points away from turning the corner, only for the rally to slip away. She knows the clay season is unforgiving. It rewards patience and punishes hesitation. It exposes every technical flaw and every mental crack. And right now she is both small ones, but they're there. Madrid will be different, though. The altitude will make the ball fly quicker. The bounces will be truer but faster than in Paris or Rome. For a left-hander with heavy topspin, that can be a gift if she times it right. If she can keep opponents deep, use the spin to open up the court, and trust her footwork on the slide, the thinner air might actually work in her favor. She thinks about her movement. Years at the Nadal Academy taught her how to slide, how to recover, how to stay low and balanced even when the legs are screaming. Spain feels like a second home now. The red dirt, the evening light, the familiar rhythm of practice sessions where the only sound is the thump of the ball and the occasional shout from a coach. That familiarity won't win the tournament for her, but it removes one layer of fear. It lets her focus on the tennis instead of fighting the surface. Still, the draw will be brutal. Sabalenka, Goff, Rybakina, Swiatek, they're all there, hungry and in form. These are not players you hope to beat. These are players you have to earn the right to compete against. But that's exactly why she's going. That's why she boarded this flight instead of taking an easier path. Because growth doesn't happen in safe draws. It happens when you walk into the fire with your racket in hand and your heart on your sleeve. Back home in the Philippines, the nation is already stirring. People are waking up early, setting alarms, gathering around phones and televisions in living rooms, jeepneys, and internet cafes. They're not expecting a fairy tale every week. They're expecting heart. They're expecting fight. They're expecting Alex to show up, even when the road is hard, because that's what she's always done. That's the quiet power of her story. She doesn't win every match. She doesn't dominate every surface. But she keeps showing up. She keeps learning. She keeps walking toward the unknown, one flight, one tournament, one rally at a time. The plane begins its descent into Madrid as the first light of dawn touches the Spanish countryside. Alex opens her eyes, takes a deep breath, and feels the weight of the moment settle on her shoulders. It's heavy, but it's familiar now. She slings her bag over her shoulder, steps off the plane, and walks into the Spanish morning. Madrid is waiting. The clay is waiting. The next chapter is waiting. And somewhere deep inside, the fighter who once chased Rafael Nadal through an airport is still there. Older now, wiser, scarred by a few tough losses, but more determined than ever. The tennis world may not be ready for what comes next, but Alex is. She always has been.